What's up guys, Reek here, and today I'm going to show you how to make infinite power using steam that we get from water. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Oops. So basically we have our water source. Right now I'm in a super flat world just to show what the best ratio is for a steam turbine by using the immersive engineering as well as the immersive tech, I believe it is, and I lost my book. We got immersive engineering and immersive petroleum. Those are the two mods that we'll be using. So basically you have your water coming in to the Immersive Tech solar towers, which are powered by the solar reflectors from Immersive Tech, which will turn water into steam. And it's, I believe, and now in SevTech, it's 100, I think it's like 150. Let me grab my book. It's like 150 water to 100 buckets of steam or something like that. Let's see. One bucket of water creates 500 millibuckets of steam, but it looks like it might be nerfed a little. I could be wrong. In any case, that's what the setup normally is. So with the immersive petroleum projectors, I got 4 of them set up. One for the solar reflector, one for the tower. Basically, each tower, it doesn't need 4 of them, but to have it work at its max, you can have 4 of them set up. That's what I run is for. And this setup I have set up where each of them is has its dedicated area is a 5x5 area to each run at their max. And then I have the steam turbine projector and the alternator. For the whole entire steam turbine, you need both the turbine itself and the alternator in order to create power, which is this really long setup over here. But let's go ahead and start with the solar tower itself. You'll need let's go get the turbine and the projector, the alternator off the hotbar. You'll need, for each reflector, you'll need a block of steel or silver, 6 treated fences, 2 light engineering blocks, and 4 scaffolding. So we'll put those there. We'll start with that. And then for the solar tower, you need 15 sheet metal, steel sheet metal, a redstone engineering block, 5 heavy engineering blocks, 20 steel fences, and 4 fluid pipes. Oh, it is a mouthful. But the solar reflectors are really simple to make. It's just 2 sets or 2 treated wood fences on top of each other. And with the projectors, it's actually cool. It goes by level of how you need to place them. So then it's 2 steel scaffolding, light engineering block, and the next one comes up, 2 fences, silver, boom, boom, with the steel scaffolding. There you go. Light engineering block in the middle, and it's done. Go ahead and take that off since I already know how to make it. And then to get it to make the multi-block structure, you take the engineering hammer and then right click on the block of silver. Then we just repeat that. Oops. Four times all the way around. But before I go, whoops, that's going all crazy on me. Too much farther up. I'm going to go ahead and make the solar tower in the middle. Which this is the part where it's pretty, it could be tricky, but it's actually really simple once you start doing it over and over. So let's go ahead and swap these out. The solar tower, there we go. So it's the way the fluid, I don't need these on me now. The fluid pipes are this like T is on the two sides are inputs, and the one here is an output. So opposite each other are two inputs and then an output. And another way to know which side, so you make sure you're having it face the right direction, the redstone engineering block is always opposite the side of the output. But it's, once you do it a few times, it's really simple to make. But it's steel fence in the corners, with steel sheet metal on the sides, and heavy engineering blocks in the middle. All the way up, except for the middle. The very middle, all you need are the steel posts in the corners and the heavy engineering block in the middle. You'll skip the very center of the solar tower with the steel sheet metal, so that way the solar reflectors have a way to, in air quote, have light come into the middle to create the steam, basically. Do that a couple more times. And then the top is just nine, oh, you need 9 steel scaffolding. That was my fault, not 4. You need 9 steel scaffolding for this too. And then the hammer is on the redstone engineering block. There you have it. So just repeat the process for the other solar towers a few times. Alright guys, and we're back. So just finishing up connecting this, making sure this is running, it's getting water and creating steam. Okay, so now onto the alternator and the steam turbine. Basically, this is going to be a 3-part series. Basically, it's going to be infinite energy using steam, which is going to be processing or powering our whole entire oil process. That's why this platform is going to be out so far. So that's the idea behind this. So for those that are in SevTech or any other ones that has Immersive Petroleum as well as Immersive Engineering in other packs, this is the best way that I've found so far. That yes, it is kind of expensive on the steel side for a lot of this stuff, but in the long run, it is so much easier to set up. I mean, infinite water, full power, perfect. So, okay, so we're gonna start with the alternator first, just so that way, because this is the lot easier part of the build. So what we need is generator blocks, sheet metal. These are HV capacitors. We don't have to alternate these or alter the sides at all, thankfully. I did miss a part. What was it that I'm missing? Not uranium. I'm trying to remember. High voltage coil blocks. These ones are a bit expensive to make. Yes, I know, really. It's just high voltage wire around iron, but it's steel and aluminum. But I mean, for SevTech, it was a bit of a pain for me to make. Okay, so we got that. Engineering. Got those. Got our generator blocks. Yep, blocks of steel. Sheet metal around again. More generator blocks. High voltage cable. And high engineering block. And I just built that backwards. Alright. I built that completely backwards. Alright, give me 1 sec while I spin this around. It's never a dull moment when you spin something around. Okay, so this is sheet metal. I knew something didn't seem right when it was the blocks of steel right there. High voltage cables and generator blocks. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, now onto the generator. Our scaffolding back down. I do apologize for having that backwards. And this does take a lot of steel. Don't need generator blocks, but we need fluid blocks. There we go. Then our steel sheet metal. This across, that across. There's that. Those. Then we need fluid pipe, then our radiator blocks, then we're done. Okay, so with this we take our hammer, and on the steel pipe here we now have our steam generator, and on the redstone engineering block we now have our alternator. We have our spot for our redstone engine. We can take our fluid pipe for our steam and connect it up. As you can see, it's now generating power. The visual bug. Okay, so this has an internal buffer of 1,200,000 IF. It's basically the same thing as RF. Not sure why Immersive changed it. It's I guess it's just immersive flux. But the only thing this outputs is high voltage. But I mean, I can show you how quickly this will fill this up. Let's see, where's the cables? High voltage wire. And you don't want to touch the high voltage wire either, because it will shock the crap out of you. No joke. Lincoln, you will get shot across, because since I'm in creative right now, it won't do anything. But if you're not in creative, one, maybe 2 shots and you're dead. Okay, so as you can see, this has no power. And look how fast that's filling up. I mean, this has been going for 7, maybe 10 seconds, and it's already a fourth of the way full. And yeah, and I mean, yes, it drains the steam pretty quickly, but I've had an internal buffer of this stuff go for, I mean, I have on my regular streaming, I have a buffer of like 26 of these things set up, and emptied an immersive tank of these, and it's ridiculous. There, and it's full. And that was maybe 30 seconds, and it's already shut off. So there we go, guys and girls. This is part 1 on how to make infinite power using steam from just water and solar. So until next time, I'm Reek. Don't forget, keep it real.